Alright, what up y'all? Welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to do something a little different. So as usual, I'm here at Mose Valley. Those of you that are familiar with my videos know I go here all the time to climb. So what I thought I'd do today, I am climbing today, but I thought I would show the entire hike because the climb I'm going to is pretty much all the way at the back of the valley. So I figured I'd just show the entire hike. So I'm just going to kind of strap my GoPro to my head and just show you that hike. And I'll probably just talk a little bit on my way up. So yeah, that's what this video will be. So I'll go ahead and just get my GoPro set up and then I'll just start hiking. Okay, I don't know exactly where the GoPro is looking, so I'm just gonna like kind of turn it down a little bit here. Lock my car. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me well, but the entrance is up there, so you can see this dirt road, and then you can probably see the fences that you just followed up there, and there's literally just like over this hill here, there's just like some suburbs. So Mose Valley is like literally right next to civilization now. And then this is like Red Cliffs, all this here, which is what Mose Valley's in, like the Red Cliffs reservation area or whatever it's called, park area, I don't know. And I am doing this hike in the summer. Actually almost end of my time here at Mose, or in St. George. It's in St. George where I'm at. So this is like this is all parking, this whole area. This is all parking, all this like open area. So this is just like a little shortcut you can kind of take through to get up to the main trail. But this is still the parking lot technically. Oh, there's a little lizard right here. I don't know if you can see him. Looks like a little baby Chickawalla or something. I don't know if they bite. He took off. I didn't really want to touch him. I just wanted to see how close I could get my finger without him freaking out. And it turns out it was pretty close. So I also see like tons of interesting animals on my hikes in. Like every time I hike, so like you could just see, I just saw a little lizard right off the bat, and I see lizards all over the place here now that it's summer. See, something just moved over there, probably a lizard. But obviously in the winter it's completely dead, no animals. There's like birds. That was about it. But yeah, that's kind of like what partly why I wanted to show the hike. I just see animals all the time. They're all reptiles pretty much, but there's a couple like mammals, like rodents. You got like pack rats out here, kangaroo rats, and then there's obviously like this like type of bird that like something big. Oh, there's a big lizard over there. I don't know if you see him, that guy. He's darn off. He just went over to that rock. I hope I'm capturing all this. It's gonna really suck if this is like pretty bad footage. Hold on, let me just stop for a second.
Alright, so speaking of bad footage, as soon as I stopped recording, I messed up my settings, and this all got sped up like 2 times. So I, 1, tried to slow this down a little bit, and 2, I now have to talk over because there was no audio recorded. So just bear with me here. This is all gonna be me talking. Okay, so I'll go ahead and speed up just a tad bit now, just so it's not so choppy. Alright, so again, we're walking down the main entrance into the valley. Nothing too important here, but you can see that the boulders are right here, and it's not really too far from the parking lot. It's basically right here. Now, I don't remember anything I was talking about. You can see this sign is broken there. It's basically just saying, don't climb on the rock when it rains. And I'm looking at a hole there. It's like a little snake hole. Yeah, the rock there is really fragile, so it breaks quickly. That's why the sign's there. But yeah, you can see the rocks are right here, really right in the front. Nothing too crazy. Now, obviously, I have to go over the mountainside to get into the main valley. I'm pointing out more snake holes here. Oh, there's a lizard there that just moved. Like I said, there's literally animal life literally everywhere. Um, but yeah, you can see up there where the path is going. You have to go up like the Hilton side or mountain side, whatever you call that, and then you're actually in the main valley, which I've mentioned in my videos in the past, but you'll now see that full hike. Now I'm gonna stop up here and walk up, and again I'm pointing out snake holes again. This boulder right here that I'm basically was just pointing at, I actually saw a rattlesnake there at nighttime one time that really scared me. I didn't even see it, and I'm walking up there now. Not the one I'm right in front of, but the one to the left is where I saw the rattlesnake. And I was there at nighttime by myself. I was just warming up, and I was in the area for like, literally 45 minutes. And then I walk around, I'm packing up my stuff, getting ready to like move, and then I hear just that sound. And see where I'm pointing? That's exactly where it was. Like right under this boulder, you can see those like holes. It ended up slithering back into underneath that boulder that I'm in front of right now. So pretty scary, but I was fine. I eventually saw it, and it ran away anyways. But yeah, that's kind of us talking through for this part. But I mean, it was cool seeing it. I just wish it didn't like sneak up on me. You know what I mean? And I had no clue it was there for like the first 5 minutes that I heard it rattling. And like I had no clue where it was at. I just kept rattling. But yeah, I have no clue what I was saying at this point. I wish I knew, but it's just all gone, the audio and whatnot. Alright, so I'm going to keep walking, it looks like. Again, this is the Sentinel sector. So it's the front sector. There's a lot of good proms here. So not the majority of the climbs at Moe's are there, but there's a lot of, it's like a very dense area of proms. Like it's probably the sector that has the most climbs in it. However, it's obviously not where the majority of the climbing's at. So I'm walking past the actual Sentinel boulder. I was pointing climbs on it. There's Sentinel. That's a classic V2. There's Huntsman Graffiti. These are climbs I all did in my videos. There's Spray Lords, one of my favorite sixes there. Maybe even my favorite six. Just a really cool, tall, proud V6. Was like a kind of the crux is towards the top. But that one's really cool. I just walked by Anviloid. I guess I don't turn around. And you can kind of see here, it's kind of cool because it's just like the pathway is just like rocks. It's just like flattened out. It's almost like a perfect pathway, just natural pathway. So we're still walking. We're about to start going uphill. I'm looking around, probably looking for animals. I actually saw under one of these rocks, I think it's lit right to the left there right now. I just walked past it. I saw this big white tail under there, like in between the rocks one day. And I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like a snake, a lizard, but it was white, like very white tail. I tried looking up the animal, I couldn't find it. So here's a sign, another sign pointing South Valley, North Valley. There's another way to the right, but most people don't take that way because most people don't go to North Valley. That's probably what I'm explaining at this point. So the main trail goes to South Valley. That's what most people take what I'm about to take right now. And you can see over to the right, there's another boulder. I'm crossing over. I don't know if I'm going to look at it. No. But there's a cool little climb I kind of threw up. I never saw it in the guidebook, and I kind of threw that up. Very, very dirty and sandy, but it was kind of a fun climb. If maybe it, got a little cleaned up a little bit better, and some of the breakable holds broke away a little bit more, got a little more solid. Now I'm turning around, you can kind of see the entrance still. So at this point, the climb, there's not really there's like, you know, rocks around, but nothing really that has established climbs. Off to the left, there's some more stuff that's still part of Sentinel, but going forwards, there's not really too many boulders that people have established routes on until you get to the valley. So you can see the terrain gets pretty rough, very rocky. It's not like dangerous, it's just very, you're not like scrambling or anything, but it just gets a lot less flat because you're going up the hillside or mountainside. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what I'm looking at or talking about this time. Probably just looking for animals still. Yep, still just walking. I wish I knew I was pointing out. Probably lizards. It's probably a lot of lizards. I remember being very scared every time I walked through here after the rattlesnake encounter that I just was gonna have one ambush me, and I was constantly just listening, like anything that sounded like the rattle sound. I was just like very concerned and freaked me out every time. But I never saw another rattlesnake, just the one. So a whole lot of lizards. Saw a turtle twice, the Mojave turtle. I think it's called Mojave desert tortoise is what it's called. And they, I believe, are endangered. If not endangered, they're like vulnerable. Obviously, didn't touch it. You're not supposed to. It's actually very illegal to touch them, and really, you're not even supposed to get very close to them. First time I encountered one, I did get close, but it wasn't on purpose. I just didn't realize it was right there when I walked by. I was like, whoa. And the second time, I don't know if it's the same turtle, but it definitely could have been. Looking in there. Probably looking for snakes or lizards, something, some kind of wildlife. Maybe a turtle. But yeah, the second time I saw a turtle, I, saw it from a further distance and was like, whoa, that's one of the turtles. So they're pretty cool. Took some photos. Always wanted to see a Gila monster. Never saw one of those. I saw the big lizards. I forget what they're called. I mentioned earlier, Chuckawalla. That's what it's called. Oh, here's a lizard. I'm looking at it right there. It's on that rock. He's not really moving around too much. Now he's dipping. Yep. And those actually might even be Chuckawallas. They can get really big. I never saw a big one, but they can get like huge. Like I'm talking about like multiple feet huge, but I never saw one that big. The biggest I saw was like a foot long, which is still pretty big, but never the big ones. I ended up looking up all the animals, what kind of animals there were, because I was intrigued by it. Oh, I'm going really fast here. Wow, it's very sped up here now, but that's fine because this part's just all bad. All right, so now I'm basically at the top of the mountainside, just about. Yeah, you can see it turn around briefly, pointing out the valley in front of me, most likely. So you can see the walk behind me I just did. It is kind of pretty uphill, pretty rocky. And you can see even St. George further back. It's a very beautiful sight. So that's kind of what I'm talking about there. And then obviously when I turn around, you can kind of start to see the valley just a little bit. I'm walking up to right now, and then you'll be able to look down and see the main valley, which is where a majority of the boulders are. And again, I'm walking real quick here. Seems like it got sped up more. Not sure how. And you've probably seen part of this hike in my videos before, because I know I've shown it. So you can see boulders now. Now we're actually walking down to the valley. So now we're technically halfway to the climb I'm walking to once you get into the valley. So once you get into the valley, I mean, everything's right there. The one climb I am going to, though, it's based on the other end of the valley, so you do have to hike back uphill again, up a mountainside. There's another sign about don't touch the rock when it's wet. Don't climb, you know, after it's rained recently, because it will break very easily. No clue what I'm talking about at this point. But so now you can see the ripple in the teepee borders. So now we're basically in the teepee sector, and I'm probably just pointing out those borders. And there's more in the teepee sector, but they're kind of out where I was just pointing, like out to the right. There's the Jabberwock boulder, there's the Israel boulder. Actually, that's in the Pink Lady area. That's not even considered teepee. But there's Backhoe and Device Igniter. So, and then South Valley is where I was just pointing. And then North Valley is obviously on the very other end. And then, yeah, you've got Monkey Boy and Pink Lady in between. And then Meatbag is where the climb I'm going to is at. That sector, it's called Meatbag. So that's basically up on the other side of the valley. So there's like South Valley, North Valley, or North and South End. Basically, the Meatbag area is on the, I believe it'd be the West End. Yeah, the West End. And really, you could even say that the front sector is just the East End, but it's not in the valley. So I guess TP's the East End, really. Okay, so we're about to get to the point where I stop recording again and then realize that was sped up. So we'll go ahead and finish this up real quick. But basically this section right here is where I end up seeing the turtle. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I did see the turtle like basically right in front of where I'm at right now, to the left of the Device Igniter boulder, which is where I'm walking right now. And now I'm pointing at Shoulder Popper, which is the second day I ever got. A little bit soft, but I thought it was still V8. Alright, so we're going to pick up the actual footage now.
Okay. Alright, I don't know for sure, but I may have ruined this video. I was going to keep going with it for now, but I think I accidentally had it on like 2 times speed, like double speed. So I mean, yeah, you can see the hike still, but I think I ruined the audio, which kind of sucks. But whoopsies, I guess. I don't even know how I did that. That's weird. Anyways, I just wanted to look at the back of the video, make sure everything was going right. Good thing I stopped. So here's another hiking sign. The turtle I saw was like right over here. Yeah, that kind of sucks though, because there was some interesting commentary. I might be able to fix it when I edit and Premiere. Here's the Bigfoot footprints. I don't actually know what that's from. It was not there at the beginning of the season that I came out here. It is 8 in the morning right now, just so you know. So the sun's out. I actually normally would get here at like 6:30, hike in, so I can beat the sun, but the sun's already out. I was a late riser today, so I got here at 8 instead. But yeah, man, I hope that footage not messed up. I'll just have to see if I can fix it in Premiere. I might be able to like slow it down, and the audio might be fine still. I don't see why it wouldn't be fine. And I don't see why, I don't know. Worst case scenario, you just got a silent hike for a little bit. The only thing I think I didn't film that I wanted to film was I was talking about the snake, the rattlesnake I saw. And a lot of other stuff, but it's whatever. All right, so we're gonna come up on probably one of the most classic climbs at Mose Valley, or at least regarded as one of the most classic climbs. I personally didn't actually enjoy it as much as many people do. Not to say it's a bad climb, but I just personally didn't enjoy it as much. So this big boulder right here, very beautiful looking piece of rock. It's called Israel. It is not spelled like the country, it's spelled differently, because you ride this big sloper rail the whole way up. You can see it right here. Very cool looking, very beautiful rock. Very interesting shape to it. So this is the rail. And then you actually have another big rail right here. Very cool features. It is a very beautiful climb. I just didn't think it climbed that well personally. And that's why I didn't think it was like super mega classic like a lot of people give it. But yeah, that's that one. Super classic here though. It's pretty much a must do for anyone who comes to this area. And it's spelled ISRAIL because you ride the rail. And there's actually another promenade up here called Whiskey Rail. There's obviously no country called Whiskey Rail, but it's still another big sloper rail that you just take the whole way up. Very, very cool feature. Probably one of my favorite climbs here. Okay. I was saying something else, I just completely forgot. It's something about Israel, I don't remember what now. Completely spaced out on what I was saying. I hope this is not in double speed right now. I don't know how I turned that on. I like double checked to make sure I was in normal speed, like right before I started filming this time around. But I don't know. I think I should be able to fix it though. So that's Whiskey Rail right there. So right now we're in the Pink Lady area. So you don't have to hike too far to get to this. So there's 3 boulders right here. You can see them, real big boulders. Pink Lady's on that third one to the right. And then Finneret's this really cool looking arete right here in front of me. And then you've got like the Boris boulder, I guess. Actually, I don't think that boulder has a name. It probably does, but I think it's just called like the Boris boulder. That thing right there. But we're actually gonna go right, kind of jump past the Pink Lady area. I mean, this is all the Pink Lady area. Even Israel's in the Pink Lady area technically, but the main part of Pink Lady is right over there. So this is Whiskey Rail. You can see this big long line going across. That's the rail, the Whiskey Rail. Very cool climb. Very cool. So now I'm going to start going uphill again through rocky terrain. This is where the hike gets fun again for me. I gotta get up on top of this big mound here, and then I'll look around. All right, so you see this gigantic boulder standing up right here? You can see it up there, straight ahead. The climb I'm going to is just past that. It's just past there. So turn around again, you can kind of see the valley. That's South Valley out there. You can kind of still see TP boulders right over there. And then obviously we can't see North Valley now, but it's just over to this mass of rocks right here. Just keep going down there. And again, if I keep going up this pass, past where I'm stopping, there's a whole another sector on top of this hillside. I don't know if it's technically a hillside or a mountain. I don't really know what's considered because I haven't lived around mountains my whole life. I've only lived around hills, so I don't really know what point a hill turns into a mountain. Maybe it's like a certain elevation, I'm not sure. But this seems very much in between the two. It seems like large enough to not be a hill anymore, but also not quite big enough to truly be a mountain. I'm not really sure exactly what classifies a mountain as a mountain though. But anyways, you can see now the terrain. We got rocks all over the place again. But there still is obviously like a trail. There's a trail for everything here. Because hikers do come through here all the time. People are always hiking here. Especially in the summer when it gets, it's not cold anymore. The climbers come in the winter and the hikers come the rest of the season. Pretty much is how it goes. So, and that's where I have to watch my step a bit more. And for me personally, I like to be on the lookout for rattlesnakes a little bit more because I can't see what's around me as well. Could be hiding in the tall grass or something here, the shrubs, the shrubbery, or they could be hiding under these rocks that are literally everywhere. So I really don't believe rattlesnakes are actually that common here. And obviously there was one up there. That most likely means there is a den somewhere within the vicinity, right? So they obviously do exist out here a decent amount, but I don't know if they're just like swarming the area, you know. So this is another incredible feature. This boulder is just incredible. It's literally out of this world. It's called the spider drum, and you can see right here, this is like absolutely bizarre feature right here. This is the drum on the left. On the right we have the spider, but you can see like these web-like features, super crazy. It's so cool. These big spider web features, it's just absolutely insane. And then we have the drum right here, playing the drum. Super hollow feature, but it's actually pretty sturdy. So absolutely incredible boulder. It's just bizarre the way it formed like this. Like this perfect pocket over here. It's so cool looking. Look at that, that's incredible. Super cool pocket. And it's just crazy because when I walk around the side here, you'll just see it just turns like choss on everywhere else around the boulder. Just choss. It's not tall anymore. It's all choss, the landing's bad. It's just like crazy how that one side forms the way it does. Pretty bizarre. So, all right, so we are getting pretty close to Spiral Helix now. I can actually see it from here, just straight up ahead. This is that big tall boulder I was telling you about, which obviously that's not really something you would ever climb. You wouldn't boulder that. Now people have put bolts on that, and they do sport climb that, or lead climb it. And here's again another shot behind me, looking all around. That nest where I saw a snake flying across, this is where I saw a snake flying across, like right across this entire valley. And you can kind of see all that white crap over there, because it is literally bird crap. That's where that nest is, where that those like falcons or hawks were at, wherever they are. They're just right over there. Hoping I'm capturing that. I should be. So we'll keep moving. We are nearing the end of our journey. I might do like a hike back too, just for fun. Perhaps if this one comes out poorly and I don't get to fix the fast forwarding part, I'll just like do a second hike on the way back out, and we'll just make this one like a silent hike or something, just mute it. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But okay, all right, so this here, you can see this is where like that red cliff section starts. Just like I don't know exactly what you call this. I'm sure there's a term for this, but this is kind of, but yeah, like where it turns red. It's like clay rock or whatever, and it just goes across all the way over to there. So we walk up onto that right now. Oh, okay. How to balance my way up. It's a big step. Make sure I don't fall over. And then here's this big beautiful thing right here. Very cool rock. It is a boulder, but it's just the landing's too bad and it's too tall. It's actually not too tall, but it's landing's bad. There's 4 places to clip if you were to lead climb that. Very cool looking. All the way up. Yep. There's a couple more climbs out here in the Mose Valley that are lead climbable, but not too many. It's really just a boulderer's paradise. Okay. Sorry if I'm out of breath. I just don't. I'm not in shape. I've been here for like 6 months. I'm still not really in shape to this hike. The hiking still kills me. It's crazy. I might be like at the top of my game athletic wise in a lot of ways, but when it comes to cardio, man, comes to doing those long hiking miles, I am gassed. I get juiced out. All right, so we've made it to the Spiral Helix here. Incredible features. You can see this, it just follows this whole thing up. Absolutely crazy. Super pretty boulder, very perfect, just like big roof. Same angle the whole way. Very cool. And then here's obviously the lizard guy right here. Really actually didn't see too many on the way up, but maybe just because I was focused on my hiking video. Look at this little guy. Hello. He's just hanging out. Nope. Spooked him. I mean, that's a good thing I spooked him. That means he's responding to his instincts to survive. So yeah, you can see how high up I am right now. This is the valley looking down below. And there's I just climbed this big thing down there called Scavenger Soup the other day. Super happy about that climb. Probably the hardest thing I've ever climbed. But anyways, yeah, so now that I'm here, this is the end of this video. Like I said before too, though, you can continue hiking up. There's like kind of like this trail that keeps going up. You can keep hiking up and you kind of get like the top of this ridge here. We're actually not that much further from the top, but I'm not going to go all the way to the top because that's not what I came to do. I came to climb this thing. So, but you can keep going up there. So I'm not really doing the whole Mose Valley trip, but this is like, no one really goes up there anyways. Eaten by mountain lions or something. I don't know. Anyways, that's it. So, take my camera off. You can see my beautiful face again. It's not really that beautiful. Not ugly either, but it's not beautiful. I'm gonna put my hat back on my head.
Okay, for some reason the audio got messed up again here. It sounds like I'm underwater. Obviously I'm not actually, but that's just what it sounded like. No clue what I was saying, but whatever. Anyways, the last bit here, you can hear what I'm saying.
I really just climbed, but I kind of thought I'd do a hiking video today for fun, just show you the hike. And I'm not really gonna edit this video. I haven't said any bad words or show anything inappropriate, so. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.